Hey everybody, I would like to say thank you for joining Valentine TV. Also, I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, and share. This reaction this morning is coming from Nadia for real. You can find her on YouTube. This is the first I just ran across her this morning, and she's just gonna speak a little bit about um Erika Kirk. Okay, this is the this is really the only video I could find as far as someone talking about her speech without, like, really, just really hitting it on the head. I'll put it that way. And I'd also like to say hello to uh, OJ and Casey, my sons, and then my two daughters, if they are watching. All right. Hmm. All right. So here we go, y'all. And now I'll be back with my commentary. Okay. One sec. Let me see.
And I've worked in film and on stage for years, and I can tell you.
Okay, first of all, she is a professional actress. So she's gonna go through. You'll see. You'll see. Just please watch.
That any trained actor can see right through Erika Kirk. Good actors have different methods of getting into character. This allows them to express the genuine emotions that the scene elicits. But bad actors always have the same MO: exaggeration and melodrama. One of the biggest tells of a bad actor is gesturing, also known as the Vanna White effect. If you don't know who she is, Google her. For example, they deliver the line, "I have a headache," while rubbing their temples or grabbing their head to show you how much pain they're in. But does anyone actually do this when they really have a headache? The challenge for the actor is to
I
live
don't.
as if something were true while knowing that
I
it's
don't.
not. A good actor can temporarily suspend their disbelief to create an illusion for the audience. But when the actor can't even get themselves to believe the lie, they gesture to try to convince us to believe it. And Erika's entire speech is just one big gesture after another. I can already hear you saying, well, Erika isn't an actor, but I disagree. She's just a really bad one. The first red flag for me wasn't anything in the speech, but in the timing of her address. She had just seen her husband get shot and killed right in front of her 2 days prior. But
Y'all listen. She's not like bashing. She's just speaking facts. It's straight up facts. I mean, and once you watch it, you'll see. She's not like being hateful, but she is being. It's all facts. And we've. Y'all. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Wait a minute. Hold it.
cortex, where we process
Sorry about
information.
that.
A good actor can temporarily suspend their disbelief to create an illusion for the audience. But when the actor can't even get themselves to believe the lie, they gesture to try to convince us to believe it. And Erika's entire speech is just one big gesture after another. I can already hear you saying, well, Erika isn't an actor, but I disagree. She's just a really bad one. The first red flag for me wasn't anything in the speech, but in the timing of her address. She had just seen her husband get shot and killed right in front of her 2 days prior,
Sorry.
but was somehow still able to deliver a 17-minute coherent speech in full hair and makeup. Whether it's your spouse or not, witnessing a traumatic event like that has marked effects on a person's ability to function, at least temporarily. Sudden severe trauma causes not just emotional distress, but cognitive dysfunction, because the amygdala, responsible for fight or flight and for our emotions, is in overdrive, which causes the shutdown of the
Keep,
prefrontal
keep
cortex, where we
watching,
process information. That's why
please.
people who experience sudden, severe trauma are often rendered speechless. But not Tatty Kathy. She had plenty.
I just went through this. My mom just passed, so I know what she is talking about because I am still trying to get it together. Okay.
To say and did so without a hitch. The second red flag was the sound quality of the video, or I should say the lack of it. Turning Point USA has access to state-of-the-art equipment, so why wasn't she mic'd? Even if they'd only used the internal mic from the camera, we still wouldn't hear this excessive amount of crackling static. In my professional opinion, this sound effect was added later with editing tools to make the recording sound off the cuff and unplanned, which then leads me to wonder what the metadata would say about the date and time of this recording. I'm not making accusations, I'm
Oh,
just wondering. As we go through this speech, I want you to notice something really strange. Not the fact that she's not actually crying, because you can see that for yourself, but I counted 7 times that she pats her dry eyes with a tissue, and every single time she only pats her left eye. That's weird because real tears come from both eyes. Also notice that her gestures don't flow naturally, but are motions that start and end with specific verbal cues. Notice the sound. It's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right.
I'm gonna stop it right here too. I'm gonna speed it up. That's what I thought. I thought I'd already. I did. I don't sound like it. Okay.
There. If you are a person of faith and you are calling upon God, your source of strength and inspiration to help you, this is something that you're going to do private, right? No person of faith is going to display this, in this super dramatic, all this whispering. That's not authentic. It just is not. Like, that's very performative, and it's trying to show, like, I am a person of faith. I am struggling.
But also, yeah, she's speaking facts. But sometimes, yeah, some people will call on, say God. You know what I'm saying? You will do that. Some people do that part. Some don't. So that part, yeah.
With this, like, if you are truly struggling, and this is one thing that you will learn as an actor, a person who is truly struggling is always trying to hide it. That's what we do when we are truly struggling. We try our best to hide it. We don't put it on display. When this is, again, the gesturing, when we gesture to, how we're feeling, or, oh my God, and what am I gonna, this is all fake. Okay, you guys have to realize this. Like, in your regular life, when you are dealing with people in your regular life that do this type of gesturing, just be aware that they are trying to manipulate you, because that's all that is. A person who's truly struggling, you never even can tell, because they are trying to hide it.
And which that's what I had to do. I'm still doing it. Like, don't want everybody to see how sad I am about my mom, that kind of stuff, right? I had, yeah, and today makes 1 month, 1 month, okay? So I understand this one. That's why it resonated with me so much. How can you? Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? No, not somebody that close to you. No.
So much. So let's just go on. And also, you notice the crackling sound, the background sound is just horrible, and there's no real reason for it. So moving on.
Good evening. My name is Erika Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband. I first want to thank the local, state, and federal law enforcement who worked tirelessly to capture my husband's assassin so that he can be brought to justice. I want to thank the first responders who struggled heroically.
Okay.
Oh,
this again is.
Why did she have to? Okay.
Intolerable to me. I'm going to try to keep it together, because I told you guys I would, give you all the tells. But this heroically, like, that is unauthentic, inauthentic. That is performative. Okay, you don't. Something that she does a lot in this video, she repeats words that she wants to really let you know that she's feeling. And that is, again, a device. A person who is being authentic is just going to say how they feel, and that's it. If they have to say thank you, they will. And it's just surprising to me, and I'll go into it later in this video, but that a person who has just gone through such a traumatic event, right? Not only was he her spouse, but even if he wasn't, let's pretend, being in a crowd and seeing someone get killed, right, in real time is an extremely traumatic event. This is not something that renders most people able to coherently give a 17-minute speech 2 days later. Most people will be very much, like, unable even to process simple things, because your mind is not working in the same way. Your prefrontal cortex has been shut down, pretty much. It's been compromised because your amygdala is in overdrive. Your amygdala.
And I'm also in nursing too, so I do understand, y'all. This, just me doing this, I'm pretending with y'all right now, but I'm still just now being able to even speak about it without crying, okay? And this is like days after, if it wasn't pre-recorded. How about that? My opinion.
Which is like fight or flight, which are our emotions. The amygdala, when you see something like this, when you experience a sudden and severe trauma, your amygdala lights up. And when that happens, your prefrontal cortex shuts down. So all of your reasoning, your logic, all of this stuff just goes out the window. That's why a lot of people that go through stuff like this don't even know what time it is, what day it is. Things just lose meaning. But Erika is able not only to keep it together very well, considering, but she's actually being like coherent, and she's like listing all the first responders. And I'm not saying not to be grateful, but it just
Ain't no way.
it's just like so over the top. This, and I'm sorry for all that noise. It's just so over the top, ridiculous. Like it's stunning to me how I'm supposed to believe that this is a woman that just went through this type of trauma. So let's continue.
Save Charles's life, and the police who acted bravely to make sure that there were no other victims on that terrible afternoon. I want to thank the officers who have protected our Turning Point USA family.
I want you to notice how she said that, because her
And y'all pay attention to her. But you know, this is a reaction channel, so I have to react. Ain't no way. Whatever I was about to say, I forgot.
speech got very matter of fact.
Wait
Like
a
our
minute.
Turning Point family. Like, how do you? This is
Oh, sorry. But yeah, forget the Turning Point family. Ain't nobody think about no Turning Point family right now. Ain't no way I be talking about no darn Turning Point family. I be asking what was y'all at? What was y'all doing? What happened to the security? Why this wasn't done? Why that? That's what I'm talking about. Then I might believe some stuff.
not a person, in my opinion, that is in shock. It just isn't. She's very composed, and just let me see if I can replay it.
Victims on that terrible afternoon.
Also, I want to say that terrible afternoon. So when investigators, for example, are interviewing a suspect or a possible suspect, right? One of the first things that they do is they try to distance themselves from what actually happened. So that terrible afternoon, not the day he got killed, right? So they try to minimize what actually happened, and they try to minimize also like their involvement in it. And sometimes they will even talk about themselves in third person. So everything's kind of like pushed away. So that terrible afternoon,
Right.
well, I don't know, but I would think that it's more than just like terrible. Like
They
you
my
lost your
husband.
husband in this very tragic and violent way. Like I think it goes beyond terrible, but why is she diminishing it? Let's go on.
I want to thank the officers who have protected our Turning Point USA family
See how matter of fact?
these past 2 days.
So matter of fact.
And I want to thank the Turning Point USA board,
The board.
the COO, Justin Strive.
The COO, the board, this is what you're thinking of? This is what's on your head?
I want to thank the staffers of his amazing Charlie Kirk show.
What is
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I just thought about it. Me so upset, right? When my mom passed, right? I didn't even thank the darn nurses. I forgot. I just thought about it like just now. I ain't even thank them. No, I didn't. Cause my mind was not in that space. So how you gonna thank her? Gonna thank the board? Turning Point US. Man, forget that. I know it's written down, but if it's from like truly from the heart, you shouldn't have to write nothing. Nothing. Just speak. Speak, girl. And why is she standing there right there by the desk where he used to sit? Ain't no way I'll be able to stand there right like a couple days after. Especially when you saw it happen. Whatever.
understand these reactions? These reactions are not congruent with what just happened. Not for a person who's in shock, not for a person who's in mourning. And I will address what I know what you're thinking. I will address this later on.
You
Let's just get through
straight,
this
girl.
somehow.
You straight, Nadia.
Who helped him broadcast from the studio this.
Okay, gesturing. I told you guys, right? And it's right on cue. It's like from this. It's to me repulsive. It is perverse what is happening here. So I am trying to keep it together. But this type of
In my opinion, they doing Charlie, not the commentator right here, not Nadia, but the rest. Whoever's doing something like playing with the unalivement of Charlie. I don't see. I mean, they're the one diminishing his name, not us, right? Just because we don't believe his wife. I know I don't. Hugged up with Trump and all that, man, and then throwing up the devil horns. Y'all know I be watching The Truth Is and all that kind of stuff. I ain't saying every time somebody do this, cause I do this, and y'all know I ain't Illuminati nothing. But I don't. And then I seen her do a hand at the beginning. Like, every time somebody do something, I notice it, but I ain't saying that they are that, because it's sometimes that's just the way people do their hands. Like, so every time somebody say, "Okay, I got you," I ain't thinking you freaking Illuminati, but Miss Erika Kirk, I see you.
gesturing, looking over exactly on cue on this, like what is that? Like, what is that? This is so using devices for all this drama, for all this, like, I can't. I get so upset about this. But anyway, let's continue.
This chair. Every day he loved it. He loved what he did.
Every day.
I want to thank the millions of people who have shown.
Okay, I want you to notice how quickly she
Quick.
turned, right? Because she's going every day. Like, she's so heartbroken, and immediately,
Oh, darn.
it turns into every day. I want to thank, notice this, I'm going to rewind.
I want to thank the millions of people who have shown their
Let's do it
love
again.
for Charlie.
Notice how quickly she changes her demeanor and the tone of her voice on cue.
What he did. I want to thank the millions of people who have shown.
My God, this
What he did. I want to thank the million. Do you guys not see something wrong with this? Am I the only person here?
I want to thank my husband's dear friend, Vice President Vance.
Okay, now we get to the political part. This is where she's going to go down the line of all the political people and everybody, it's like this long list of.
Yeah, she's gonna thank the political people, but see, since like after Vance, then Vance's wife, I understand that Vance's wife comforted you. Now, I know you're giving the speech in front of the world, so you see it. Don't pretend. Don't be fake. Y'all never be fake. Be yourself always. That's how I'm letting my channel be. And for all of y'all that's been following Valentine TV, y'all know I done kept my word. I done had bloopers. To me, bloopers. Well, to me, not natural, normal. But to y'all, bloopers that y'all get to see straight up. Like right now, I'm just talking, and I should be playing the video. Here we go.
Of name dropping and just all politics, right? So.
And his phenomenal wife, Usha, for their love and support. You guys honored my husband so well, bringing him home.
There's a question about that, and I know a lot of you have already raised it, but even going back to like what she was saying about first responders, like, why wasn't there an ambulance there? Any event that has so many people, like, things can happen. There was no ambulance there. He was taken to not the nearest hospital. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here, but I just want you to take.
Yeah, that's what I'd have been saying. What was the ambulance? Why y'all didn't do this? No, I ain't giving no darn speech. It ain't been between. I don't want to talk to nobody. You know that's me. That's how I was. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. No. I ain't have to say it. I just didn't answer my damn phone. Or when I did for my kids or my sisters, no, I don't want to see nobody. No, that's me. Still, I haven't.
Take notice of that. Let's keep going.
You both are tremendous. I want to thank President Trump.
She did it again. Did you notice? You both are tremendous. I want to thank President Trump. You guys,
My God.
you guys, this is not a genuine emotion. This is not a person who is genuinely feeling what they are saying. I'm going to replay it because this has to be replayed.
Phenomenal wife.
Because they will manipulate you.
For their love and support. You guys honored my husband so well, bringing him home. You both are tremendous.
Watch.
I want to thank President Trump and his incredible family for the same. Mr. President, my husband loved you.
I'm not, so many
What?
videos have been made to mock her, but it's just,
It's not
just
mocking
notice
her.
that she's
It's
making all
telling
the
the
faces,
truth.
but no tears are coming out, you guys. Like she's
It's telling the
grimacing. She's like,
truth.
but nothing is coming out of her eyes. You get it? And I know a lot of you are going to have a hard time with this video. And like I said, I'm not trying to change your
I
mind.
don't care if you do or
But
not. It's
be
true.
cognizant because people
Think
use this
about it.
BS on you all the time to
Think about the closest person to you, and you see them get like, right? You gonna be able to give a speech like this in 3 days, right? I mean, and it was the husband, parents, children. If they was, you saw them get that, and you can act like this in 3 days. Come on, come on. Ain't no way. If you can, you do not have a heart. That's what I say. And that's not allegedly.
manipulate you, to get you to do things for them and get you to believe certain things. And it's all BS. And I know that you're good people. And that's why you don't want to think that a widow is capable of doing this and you're trying to make excuses for her and all the rest of it. But there is just no way that a person who is genuine is going to make all of these without a tear. Come on. Like,
No way.
she's not crying. I just want you to notice she's making the face, but she's not crying.
And he knew that you loved him too.
Cannot.
He did. Your friendship was amazing.
More whispering.
You supported him so.
Your friendship was amazing. You see? It's like all on cue.
I'm laughing
It's
at
like
Nadia.
okay, and a good actor will be able to say your friendship was amazing, like without.
Y'all, I'm not laughing at Eric. Well, sorta, cause she being fake. And I'm gonna stop like trying to take up for Erika because she is freaking fake. She freaking fake. I'm not gonna play the whole video, of course. I'm gonna stop it in a few minutes, okay? But I just want y'all to see Nadia explain it, and I'm so glad I ran across her this morning. But she is a real actress, so she's spotting it straight up and calling it out right on time for me to see it, for us to see it. Fake. She ain't gonna mess up that makeup. It probably took them 2 hours to put on and got her hair all. No, she ain't messing up none of that. Then when well, I ain't probably y'all probably won't see the walk off from me, but y'all, she fake as can be. Fake. Okay. And when I giggle or something, I'm laughing because Nadia is getting on her nerves because she know that she trying to act. Like Kendra said, I don't like when you're trying to act tough. Joking.
It being like on a word, right? She's not a good actor. She's trying to act. She's acting, but she's not good at it. But just keep in mind, and that's the first dry eye, thing that she does. That she's going to keep doing it.
Crazy.
Well, as did he for you. Now and for all eternity, he will stand at his Savior's side, wearing the glorious crown of a martyr.
I take issue with this, and I'll tell you why. Charlie didn't have the choice to be a martyr. He didn't have that choice.
Right.
He was killed. He didn't have the choice. He was like the choice to do something, to give up your life or not or whatever. That choice was taken from him because this came out of nowhere. He was out in an event with security, I'm sure trusting that they had swept the buildings, that everything was secure, that everybody was going to do their jobs, and that everything would be fine. But saying that he's a martyr, automatically, it changes the narrative, right? So now if he's a martyr, we can just look at him that way, and we don't have to ask so many questions anymore, you guys. He laid down his own life on purpose. He was killed, but he willingly went. No, he did not. He did not willingly go. Okay, he had no choice. But she's coloring it in a way that makes anyone watching this believe that he voluntarily gave up his life, and he didn't. This is not fair. He had no choice.
He loved the Chicago Cubs.
Oh,
and
Lord.
my goodness, did he love the Oregon Ducks? Want me to say go Ducks, so.
Okay, not only is that all this laughing and giggling super bizarre and, again, not something that a person who is in shock would do, but you know the schedule for the ducks? Like, you remember that? After what you just went through, after what you just saw? You remember that?
I know.
This goes to show, it shows me clear as day. And I'll tell you, because, you know, a lot of times you can tell what a person is, when a person is pretending, when a person is lying, when a person is just going through the motions, because a person that has gone through the trauma that she just went through would not have remembered the ducks or even the ducks existed. And that's just the truth. And if you don't believe me, look it up, or else I can do another video on it, because that would make this one way too long.
I have to, since they play on Saturday. So go Ducks.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Saturday.
And he loved me with all of his heart.
Oh.
And I knew that. Every day I knew that. He made sure I knew that every day. Every day he would ask me, how can I?
Every day she repeats it like 4 or 5 times. Again, with a repetition. Just take note.
Charlie always said that if he ever ran.
Hold it, y'all. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry, Megan Wilson. Exactly. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate you, girl. She said, if my husband was taken out, I would not be able to communicate to the public. I would be completely distraught, broken, torn apart, and devastated. I would not really give a s about anything. Anything else. I know, because today makes a month my mom has been gone, and it is no way. I just went back to work. I had to leave work 2 days. I left work. There's no way. I'm doing YouTube, yeah, because I'm letting them follow the journey. But I had to take a little break. You know what I mean? Man, it's no way. There's no way. And thank y'all. Thank you. Make sure you ain't miss nobody else. Okay. Oh my God. It is a trip. Yeah, that whole arena set. Wrestling. Man. I heard she was just a handler. She was a handler for Charlie. No disrespect. Sorry, but it's true.
For office. I know a lot of you asked if he ever was going to, but
Thank you, Megan. I
Second time.
appreciate it.
Notice, because I counted like 7 times that she in total tissues her dry eyes, but it's always the same eye. Take a notice. Just look.
Told me if he ever did run for office that his top priority would be to revive the American family. One of Charlie's favorite Bible verses was Ephesians 5, verse 25.
Gesturing. Ephesians 5:25. She doesn't know how to act. She's trying to, but she doesn't know how to.
My husband laid down his life for me, for our nation, for our children.
Again, he didn't lay his life down. He wasn't given that choice. It was taken from him. So
I will never, ever have the words to describe the loss that I feel in my heart.
She won't have the words. No, but words are cheap, right? Actions speak louder than words. And I can see with my own 2 eyes, and I hope you guys can too, that she is not being a genuine, authentic, sorrowful person. I don't know why, but it's clear. It's like if you have eyeballs, you can see it. She's not being real. None of this is real.
None.
But Charlie, baby, I know you do too. I know you do. So does our Lord. And our world is filled with.
Okay, notice once again, I know you do too. And our world, like, this is not natural, you guys. This is all acting. I would be curious to see the paper, the script. It probably doesn't even exist anymore, but I guarantee you that every cue was written out for her. Like, this is where you pat. This is where you whisper. This is where you now change tone. Like, you go from this to this. Like, because that is not a natural progression. Human beings have to experience the entire emotion as it goes through, and then it will change into.
Yeah, and I forgot, y'all. I always forget. As you come in, please subscribe to the Valentine TV family. Come on, okay? It'll get better. It can only get better, okay? Yeah, like and subscribe, please. Thank you so much.
Something else, but it takes a beat. It doesn't take like a cue. But let's just watch that part again.
I know you do. So does our Lord. And our world is filled with evil. I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married.
Third time, again, same eye. Watch.
I've heard the testimonies from people my husband inspired to get married.
Told you.
To start families. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to stop it right there because she's going to say she's going to say no idea like 10 times. And it's this repetition that is so performative. No one speaks this way. No one is genuinely going to express themselves this way. You can say to someone, you have no idea, right? Because you mean it. But when you're trying to show that you mean it, then you'll employ devices like this. This is really bad acting. But notice how many times she says, you have no idea. She already said it once.
They have done.
Yeah.
If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea.
3.
You have
All right, yeah, I Megan, yeah, girl, I looked that up. I know all about her. I know from when she was over there with them orphans and she was taking them to the base. Yeah, you know what she was doing over there. I can't say it on YouTube, but yeah, I already know about her. I just found a film that can show the people so the people won't be getting mad at me thinking I'm picking. But I'm not picking on her. She fake. She fake. She 5 years older than Charlie, right? Y'all know she was in the Miss America pageant, Trump's Miss America pageant at age 23, and you know Trump used to have them younger. It was all she got a letter in the mail, I heard. Over there from wherever I forgot where she lives, Somalia, somewhere. Anyway, she got a letter to ask her to come and try out for the American thing. She was gonna win it anyway. And then she got set up with Charlie. They wouldn't say by who, but we know. Whose pageant was it? Who did Charlie's daddy work for? Helped build the Trump Tower. Okay?
no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country
4.
and this world. You have no
Yeah,
idea.
Candy.
5.
You have no idea the fire that you have
6.
ignited within this wife.
Okay.
This
wife. Again.
Not me.
This is putting her, what she is trying to do is to kind of give herself a different, yes, she's his wife, but she says this wife, not me, right? Me is me, but this wife, it becomes a persona. This persona is being created right here. So you can see it. This wife, this widow, because that is what is going to conjure up in the audience tropes. Now, these tropes are usually the warrior or some mythological something where, it gets everybody excited and, oh yes, I remember this is what she is now. She's not Erika Kirk. She's not me. It's this wife. She's creating a persona. Just watch.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
Battle cry. So we're in war. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. That was my battle.
To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die.
She's making a lot of grimaces, but there's no tears. There's no tears. Like,
not
all of
one.
Will refuse to let that happen. No one will ever forget my husband's name, and I will make sure of it. Our campus tour this fall will continue.
Okay, now she gets into Turning Point USA's whole schedule and how nothing's changed and everything will remain the same and all the events are still going to take place. And she goes into this weird, in my opinion, diatribe about getting people to sign up and young people to sign up and just come to the events. Like, why? I just don't understand. There is not a world where knowing what I know about psychology and human behavior, that this makes any sense or this looks like a person who's in grieving, a person.
And then at 47 y'all know it's some people that do stuff by the number. It's something about the 4, and then it's something about the 7, because it ain't really 47. It's something about the 4 and then the 7. But I don't know how to do that. I just hear it. I just heard about the hat.
Person who is in mourning is not going to be able, okay? Maybe someone else from Turning Point would be able to say this stuff, like, make sure you guys join. We're still going to have our events. We're still going to do this, because they're a little bit more removed from the actual event, from actual Charlie's death. But this is his widow. This is his widow. promoting Turning Point. And you can say, oh, because she wants to make sure. Yeah, of course she wants to make sure. That's why you delegate that. When you're in mourning, you delegate that responsibility to someone else. I mean, just take a look at, like, even in the news when, God forbid, but a family is going, their child is missing or whatever. Sometimes they can't keep it together. So their lawyer will say, the family would like to ask anybody that, that has any information, because they can't talk, they can't speak, they can't communicate, and that they're grieving. And so, yeah, it's totally fine for her to still want his work to move on and legacy and all that. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that she herself is doing it. She herself has enough presence of mind to promote Turning Point USA at this particular moment in time, and to do so in such a composed and calculated manner. Okay?
Yeah, she wasn't gonna mess that makeup up for nobody. And this is what I was talking about, the pageant. Megan knew. Megan Wilson knew. She's a letter that she had. Wait, a letter that she had. No ever history of pageants, right? She had never been in a pageant, but she got a letter anonymously out of nowhere inviting her to be part of the Miss America conveniently. And then she won Miss Arizona, and that is true. Y'all saw it. I mean, she had never been in a pageant, and she get a just like I go to the mailbox and it asks me to come and you know be Miss North Carolina. Okay. Just out the freaking blue, and I ain't thought about a pageant all the years of my life. And all of a sudden now I'm in the darn pageant. And I done won. She won by a false narrative vote. Okay. And the lady tried to challenge it. I remember when Trump sued her, I believe. She got basically trashed, and who owns Miss America pageant? Yeah, Trump got that pageant. He used to walk back there in the back. He said he had allegedly, because I got to make sure I say that one for this, uh, went out with a few. But I ain't saying she one of them, but I be darned she ain't looking like it. I don't know yet. Don't leave that alone.
So just keep that in mind.
The radio and podcast show that he was so proud of.
Again, gesturing. Again with the touching of the chair.
Nadia get hot.
I can't. I hope you guys can see this.
Will go on. If you want to get involved, the best way you can do that is going to tpusa.com. That's what he would say every day from this chair. Every single day.
This is so blatant.
He's supposed
It's so like self-promoting. I'm so disgusted by this. I can't even I'm really, really controlling myself, you guys. But this is so disgusting to me, and I hope that you guys can see through this.
Yeah.
I hope. I really, truly, or else we're toast.
I watched his show every day, and he would always say, if you want to get involved, go to tpusa.com.
Again with the chair.
If you're a pastor, join our movement at TPUSA Faith. And if you're a parent, I highly recommend that you come to America Fest in December.
She's so composed, right? So composed. I'm sure she's beside herself, though.
Sign up right now for that, because we would love to see you. He wanted everyone to know that if they confess the Lord Jesus Christ who rose from the dead, then they will be saved.
I believe that too. What's up with all this grimacing?
Exactly.
Where are the tears?
I know my husband is still here.
Again, told you. Look.
He's watching over us.
Same eye. Always the same eye.
I got makeup on that thing.
I don't remember the last time I slept.
Okay.
Now, who would say that?
Oh, Charlie, I love you. I love you, baby. Gigi, our daughter, just ran into my arms. God bless you all. And may God bless America.
There you have it. There you have it. I mean,
she was glad to get off back there and stay.
Yeah, for sure they do. Some withdraw while others lash out. Some turn to drugs and alcohol while others avoid any reminder of their loss. What they don't do is whatever that was. Compare Erika Kirk's reaction to Jackie Kennedy's somber grace or Coretta Scott King's profound grief. That says it all. I won't go into her speech at Charlie's memorial because it's intolerable and it's just more of the same. The whole event was spectacle, stunningly inappropriate, garish, and vulgar, or as Joan Didion would say, so explicit as to suggest nothing beyond itself. A mockery of what a memorial should be, reverent and genuine. Hollow eulogies conjured images of martyrs and saints, of wars and calls to action, language meant to stir the crowd and bury their doubts in emotional distractions.
Hey.
Just notice the reaction when Erika said,
I forgive him.
Oh my Lord. Look at them. Just look. And they, boy, y'all, if y'all can't believe they cannot see it. I, I don't understand. Megan does. Megan does. Yeah. Right. I can't say the names on YouTube. Right. The album. I can't say it. That's what I heard. We can't say it. We can write it. We can't say it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's her maiden name. Erika friend. Yeah. I know she from over there, Romania. That's where she from. She's from Romania. And that's what she had at during orphanage at. And and I know what they was doing at the orphanage. Okay? I know I read about it anyway. Or and saw pictures. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Megan Wilson. I'm glad you came this morning. Shoot. But y'all, yeah, look at him.
the
Man.
message was crystal clear. Let bygones be bygones. And more importantly, stop asking questions. And for some, it worked. One netizen commented, "What you see is a woman who has been transformed from a wife and mother to a Valkyrie." Yeah, sure, maybe. Maybe she is a Valkyrie. Or maybe she's just a widow whose bizarre behavior is sounding alarms that something's definitely off. And the only thing that's been transformed is your ability to think for yourself. See, this is what happens when manipulators invoke mythological tropes and tap into your psyche. You no longer see them as they are, but as they want to be seen. You no longer see the situation as it obviously is, but in a way that's more palatable, maybe more dramatic, more enticing, and closer to what you'd rather believe. Give them bread and circuses, and they will never revolt. And that's exactly what this was, a circus, mounted with all the
Sorry.
flair of a Vegas show to introduce.
Y'all, I'm gonna stop it right here because I think it's about almost it. And I don't know I don't know Nadia like that. Well, I don't know Nadia. But anyway, y'all please like and share and subscribe to the Valentine TV family. Come on and join us. All right. So, but y'all can find Nadia. She's a Nadia. Uh-oh. I wrote it down. I want to get Nadia for real. She's in the description of this video too. Okay? On YouTube. I'm gonna go check out some more of her videos and see what she's all about, okay? All right. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, okay?